it's Alexis with Ancestral Aura Tarot. I have no plan for this reading other than pick a random item that I randomly picked out of a bag of BS that I had. So this is pile 1, this is pile 2, this is pile 3, this is pile 4. All shuffling will be on camera. If you need to, please pause this. And we're gonna go into it. So pile 1, this is where we begin. I'm just gonna put your little girl gang patch right there. I don't know why I have patches that I've like just never put on anything. I do know why I have stickers that I never put on anything, because I cannot commit to it unless I'm like, I know I'm keeping this, or if I really like the sticker or something. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We're just gonna catch a vibe. We're gonna see what is going on and what you need a reading about. What does pile 1 need a reading about? Whoa. King of Wands. With 4 of Pentacles at the bottom of the... Okay. What's the new beginning? What's the new beginning you're like resisting taking the leap towards? Because I have 4 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck and the Fool upright at the top. I'm just like, what? This looks like you want to do something, like you're passionate about something and you're feeling, I don't know, like a scarcity mindset or something. Let's see. What is holding back pile 1 right now from this new beginning? What is holding back pile 1 from this new beginning that's being mentioned? Oh, okay. Not making a choice. Like, you're not making a choice about something. Oh my God. And basically, I feel like too, kind of ignoring the fact that you have a bunch of options. Are you over? No, you're not over, because it, like, let's see. Page of Coins. Like, there's something real and grounded being offered, but you're feeling like you're fighting some sort of conflict right now. Do you feel financially unstable? Is that the conflict? Because I have, what is that, King of Pentacles or something at the split deck reversed. And then, you know, we still have this 4 of Pentacles at the bottom, upright. Okay, so you have a creative goal, project, thing that you are in the midst of, and you feel like right now you really can't make a choice because you don't have the funds. But I think the message for you right now is you have so much available to you. And I know that's like so frustrating to hear. I'm in a very similar situation. I didn't do my usual thing that I like to do sometimes when I do tarot readings. Sometimes they'll be like, which one would I have picked if I saw this picture? But yeah, I mean, I relate to this very much so. It's hard trying to start something that you feel like you need more money for. What I would kind of say, because this is kind of how I've been thinking about things lately, is, well, how bad do you want it? And I mean, God, there's a story that's coming to mind, and I feel like it's Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, and how they like, they filmed something like on their own. What's it called? It's the movie. And then they also like wrote a play for themselves. Like, there was like, create your own opportunities. Like, I know it feels like you need money in order to do that, but not all the time. Try and find creative solutions to this money thing. Honestly, just flying by the seat of my pants with this one, guys, because I just wanted to like intuitively give a, what do you need to hear right now kind of a reading. What's the reading like that spirit wants to give you? So I have like all of my decks surrounding me. And I think let's go with the Soul Truth and see what pops out of this one for you guys. Whoops. This also doesn't just have to be a creative project. It could be that you're like, you are romantically interested in someone, and maybe you're telling yourself that you don't have a choice in the matter. Like, they're not interested in me, and talking silly things like that, like saying like that this person is definitely not interested in you and no one will ever be interested in you, and like speaking like that to yourself. Again, completely not true. Probably about this person not being interested in you, but definitely about you having no options at all. Like, that's very clearly not true. So I'll just encourage you to get out of that mindset regardless of what subject it's about. Anyway, what is an important soul truth card for pile 1 to see? I'm feeling like getting a second one. What is an important soul truth card for pile 1 to see? Okay. Where can I ask for more help in my life? So maybe, you know, part of this scarcity mindset is that you're trying to do everything completely by yourself and not realizing that you have like a community to call on. Where can you ask for more help in your life? Until we can receive with an open heart, we're never really giving with an open heart. When we attach judgment to receiving help, we knowingly or unknowingly attach judgment to giving help. Ooh, Brene Brown, yes. Oh God, she has so... Guys, if you have never read her books, go look at them. They're so good. Today, ask someone for help and receive it with an open heart. Today's mantra: I ask for what I want and I'm open to receiving it. Again, if this has to do with relational things, if this has to do with romantic relationships, friendships, whatever, I would say this is just like you not making a choice and not being clear about, okay, these are the things that I want. So then you're not asking for them and you're holding stuff back, being very guarded, and you're not trying to like learn anything new or do anything in a new way. Try and do things in a new way. Ask people for help. How can I surrender even more in this moment? Well, you know what? This is like, I just want to be so real for a second. This is so hard in everyday life. And I don't know who is the dirty mind here, but yes, that is what she said. Or he said, or they said. How can I surrender even more in this moment? Really difficult thing to do in this life, in this universe that we live in. So I feel like if you have a hard time doing what is always suggested, which is meditation, because that ultimately does help you with surrendering. There are activities you can do to like mindfully meditate so that it's not so sitting cross-legged with your pointer finger and your thumb touching and humming and listening to 333 hertz or some, I don't know, whatever. I also would say that maybe creativity plays a big part in how you can be more present and surrender. And I think connecting to this, I don't know, it's something connected to your heart and your creativity. All right, let's see what this says on the back. I'm done doing that. It is essential to have clear, strong intentions of what we desire, but it's equally important for us to detach from the outcome. It's time to surrender. Let the universe have some breathing room to work. Okay, before I even go on, I just want to say, like, maybe part of the reason why you're feeling like there are limited choices for you is because you are only looking at one or two outcomes rather than saying, like, these are the one or two outcomes that I'm thinking of. Here's the outcome that I want, or here are the outcomes that I want, here are the outcomes that I don't want. But what if more is actually possible? Like, what if, and don't make that negative. I feel like someone's dark humor is seeping in of like, oh, more negative, like, possibilities. Knock it off. Lovingly, knock it off. But yeah, like, there would be more available to you, more opportunities, and sorry, my cat Phoebe is distracting me a little bit right now. More opportunities available to you. Like, let the universe have some breathing room. Let the universe be creative and bring you these things you want or need, or don't even know that you want and need, towards you in whatever way. Like, maybe you're attached to certain ideas of how things have to happen too. And I mean, again, I relate to this. I understand. But oftentimes, whatever those ideas are, or ideologies that have to be undone so that we can allow ourselves to be happy. Yeah. Okay. Let the universe have some breathing room to work. Let go of the wheel and trust so deeply that your trust turns into gratitude for what you cannot yet see, but you know is coming. Today's soul action. Know this so deeply that your soul vibrates. You are not alone. Your life has purpose, and the more you surrender, the more God, universe, spirit, whatever you believe in, the more it can produce miracles in your life. I surrender. I accept all that I cannot change. I release the outcome, and I joyfully trust the process. I'm going to read that again. I surrender. I accept all that I cannot change. I release the outcome, and I joyfully trust the process. This is so difficult. Like, I just want to, I repeated it, I think, just partially because I needed it again. But that is not an easy thing to live by. And I, by no means, am trying to insinuate that it is, because it's not. And I think, like, the Four of Pentacles upright is such a relatable card because we hold on to the things that we know a lot of the times, the things that are familiar, even if they're not, like, good for us. And I think that this card is kind of asking you to surrender those people, places, habits, things, whatever, practices, ideologies that are just, they don't fit anymore. Again, super difficult. Like, I feel like I very much relate to this time. I'm very much in the middle of doing, these things for myself, or more of these things for myself. You know, like, we have these identities that we either grow up with, or like that we form in our adolescence, adult life, whatever stage. And we have to undo them because they actually don't even fit anymore. And sometimes undoing them is like, I don't know, it's detaching from a lot of things. And even if detaching from those things are sad, it still probably is necessary. I'm not telling you to restart your life or anything like that, but I hope some of that resonated. Let's see. Let's get, which deck do I want to use? I want to use this deck still. What's something pile one has to look forward to in the near future? Wow. Oh my God. I'm so glad. I'm shuffling on camera. I hope that was so clear. Oh my God. I just need to tell you, my heart is so, I love that. Oh my God. The Six of Cups upright. Like, that's like that's such a sweet card to pop up. What's something good that's coming for Girl Gang, pile one? Nostalgia, something feeling like home, like something feeling familiar, like home, something. Oh my God, that's so sweet. Oh, you're like learning something new. What? Okay, this has to do with the King of Wands. This has to do with your King of Wands. Like, this is evolving into something sweet. I want to use this deck. Can we get a little bit more clarity about the Six of Cups, please? So a little bit more details about this good thing that's coming to pile 1, please. Oh my freaking God! Oh my God. Whatever this is, it's an amazing. Oh my God, this is so amazing. Oh my, like, I'm dead. I'm dying. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, some people have told me, by the way, to get a microphone. I'm terrified to do that because of how I react to these cards. I do not want to be yelling in your ears. The Sun, the Magician, like, you've manifested such. This feels like a positive, either creative or romantic connection, basically. Like, you've been working on something. You've been putting work into something. You've been putting work into it literally and like spiritually or figuratively. You've been trying to be very balanced about this, and you've intuitively known that like whatever this is worth it. And I feel like these should be reversed, because I feel like it's probably like this. Like, if we're using these 3 cards to kind of go like past, present, future, or like something, you know, typical like that. Your Magician card is, you know, I'm bringing XYZ into my life. XYZ is in your life. It feels good. You're like, oh my God, this almost feels like it's like a familiar energy. This feels homey. This feels sweet. And then that evolves into the Sun. Like, dude, that's beautiful. And then I don't know what this is, you know, like, this is just a general reading. But this is so beautiful. It, like, you either have some sort of creative or like relational manifestation coming towards you, that's going to bring you a lot of joy. And so please get out of this lack mindset. Like, release yourself from that, because oh my God, these cards are showing you like the reality is the exact opposite of that. And you're having all of this what feels like internal fights inside your head, like going back and forth and overthinking maybe, or I don't know, just like negative thought patterns. And I feel like I make things sound very simple when I read cards, so I don't want to so I want to acknowledge that, to be like, I'm not trying to make this sound like, oh my God, no big deal, like, you're like, just change your mindset, it's fine. That's easy, because it's not easy. But I know that you can do it, and the cards say that you can do it. And I hope you guys got something out of this reading. If you did, please give me a like, a follow, find me on Instagram, reach out to me if you want a personal reading, or if you want to book me for an event because you are in my area. You will have to message me to find that out. Thank you for coming and sitting with me at this secluded, peaceful little oasis. Hopefully you got some joy or some clarity, or both. Have a good rest of your day, night, whatever. See you next time, hopefully. Pile 2. At least I believe this was pile 2. I think that's the way it went. If it didn't, I'll fix it in the whatchamacallit, timestamps. Hi, pile 2. All right, so let's see. Do I want to do this the same way? Let's do it. We'll do it the same way for now. So what we are going to do, we're just doing like a random reading, seeing what you need to know. And I'm just going to pull one card, sort of get an energy, and then continue and see where it takes us. So, what is the reading you want to bring to pile 2? What is the reading you want to bring to pile 2, Spirit? What is the reading you want to bring to pile 2, Spirit? This is all going to be shuffling on camera, so if you want to skip the shuffling, if this turns out to be a little long, that's okay. This is multiple cards that fell out, so I guess we'll just be getting clarifiers. Okay, I almost feel like this is connected to pile 1. It's okay if you guys are watching all the piles. I appreciate the support, whatever support you guys want to give. So 8 of Pentacles looks like you've been working hard on something. Probably something. Okay, so I was going to say probably something creative, but immediately when I went to go and say that, I felt like maybe you've been working on your money, though. Maybe you've been working on your, like, stability, your confidence as well. I don't know. A lot of you have been working on many different things. I'm getting, like, money, confidence. Maybe you've just been, well, okay, so 7 of Wands. Maybe you've been fighting a lot of internal battles, and you're working on a lot of, and external. You're working on a lot of internal and external things all at once. You're trying to kind of find where and how you feel most yourself and most powerful. Find where you feel you're most you and you're most creative and your most authentic self. Where is that? What does that look like? What settings would that be in? Holy, okay, that's at the top of the deck, and then this also peeked out underneath it. So yeah, looks like this might just be a collective thing, that a lot of people are releasing themselves from patterns and old ways of thinking. Whatever this is leading to something stable and reliable and like a good offer of some sort. Do you have to make a decision about something too? You in pile 1? If you felt called to pile 1, go watch it. If you didn't, then don't. I'm not telling you have to. Yeah, like I feel like you've been in the process of kind of releasing yourself from a lot of like mental prisons. Maybe presently you're moving towards feeling more within this power, figuring out how you feel confident, how you feel most authentic. You're kind of stepping into this Queen of Wands energy. And because of this, some sort of grounded offer, opportunity. Maybe this is literally just has to do with something internally, but let's see what it has to do with for at least most of you. What does this Ace of Pentacles have to do with, Spirit? What does this Ace of Pentacles have to do with for pile 2? Ooh, fuck. Well, whatever it is, I feel like you know what it has to do with. Judgment, 6 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, Queen of Wands at the top, and Justice reversed. You felt wronged about something. Like, this Tower energy feels like something happened that shook your world up. It caused you to have some mental blocks. It caused you to have to try and get yourself released from these mental blocks, and there are several of them. And then also like having to release yourself from physical, like things in the physical. Like, let's say, like, you know, you stay at a job because of the check and not because you like it, and everything about the job is horrible and it affects your mental health and your sleep and everything, but you're still staying there because of the check, and like, you know, you feel like I can't leave and stuff like that because of whatever these made up things are. And I'm not saying that finding a job is easy, because it's never literally easy, is it? But, you know, go out there, apply for jobs, like talk to people, tell you know, like get whatever it is out there. And that would be like the physical part of something, and like you stopping yourself from doing that. But then eventually, you know, you do that, and you get your I call it good karma, even though I don't really, well, no, let me not say that, because that's not true. Yeah, whatever is coming in is balanced. And I love how am I just freaking realizing this? She's at the top of the deck here. She's important. What is this a person, or is this a project? I'm going to ask because I'm nosy. Is this Queen of Wands whoa, Okay, I cannot possibly take that many cards. I would love like just one. Is the Queen of Wands a person, or is this a, oh my God, one fell off. I'm going to keep shuffling for one more. Is this Queen of Wands a person? Is this a person? You got to stop throwing out piles of cards on me. Lovingly. Just one more card, please. Is this, tell me more about this Queen of Wands, please. Tell me more about this Queen of Wands, please, Spirit. Ooh. Ooh. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Do you want to see the, oh, it's more than one card. Holy cannoli. Okay, I didn't even need to. That's probably why I wasn't moving before. Okay, what is this Queen of Wands about? It's about a lot. Jeez. The Tower repeating? That's crazy. What is this Queen of Wands about? This Queen of Wands is about a shakeup and movement, like so much movement. You're moving towards this Queen of Wands and away from something else, it seems. Oh my God, 9 of Pentacles at the top of the deck. Yeah, you're moving away from something old, quote unquote old. You're moving away from something old in order to move towards something new. This I like, sure, it could have something to do with work. But I imagine that it's there's a lot of different things for a lot of people. And I don't mean, oh, like for one person it's this, for one person is that. I think you guys, most of you have at least 2 different things, like a job and a relationship, or a friendship group and a job. Like, I don't know. Whatever it is, a mindset and a, blah, 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 blah. I don't know. A mindset and a creative project. Like, you have a lot going on right now. We'll do that, but I want to grab, yeah. I didn't say this at the beginning of the reading. This is a flying by the seat of my pants, just kind of going with the flow intuitively to see what the piles need, because this is how I do readings when someone comes to me for a reading, for general readings, and I'm truthfully trying to get people, you know, I want people to watch my channel. I want people to come to me for readings. I want to be able to give people readings, you know, virtually and stuff. And this is how I would do it if I had more clients. So I want to show people that. I want to get advice, but I'm like, I'm indecisive on what deck to use. I think I'm going to get advice with this one, and then we'll do these 2, because I feel like you need a self-care card in addition to these other decks. All right, so Spirit, can I get some advice for pile 2 in regards to the reading we've been having this entire time? Okay. You want to give me one more card? Some advice. Okay. Okay. Oh my God, I'm so sorry for those of you that don't like when I do quotes or singing or whatever, but I'm getting a quote from The Office right now, Cafe Disco, and it's when Dwight is kind of talking about before they go to the Cafe Disco downstairs, he is lifting up his hair and doing a like, an impression and saying, all work and no play make Michael a dull boy. And I'm getting that that's you. Like, respectfully, it feels like you've only been working. And when I'm asking for advice, I'm seeing lots about like celebrating. So like, I don't know if you've been working on something that you should be celebrating, or maybe it's telling you to kind of celebrate where you're at right now, because wherever you are at, you have made progress. We saw that earlier. Page of Wands, there's something new that you want to do. There's something new that you want to begin. There's some sort of new beginning, some sort of spark, whether, again, that's like a creative project, that's a new job, that's a new relationship, new friendship. There's something that you either are beginning or wanting to begin. And it's telling you to do so. And it's not telling you to neglect yourself that you've been working on, you know, your mindset, your job, whatever, your finances. Not telling you to neglect that, but good Lord, would you balance? Oh my God, who do you like? Okay, maybe it's not that. I'm sorry. The Empress. If it's not about that, you are doing a very good job nurturing yourself. Continue nurturing yourself, but nurture every part of your life. Like not just work. And now I am getting a song in my head, and I'm sorry. Work, 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 work. Didn't we see The Magician earlier? If we didn't, I'm lying. I'm sorry. I'm not lying. But yeah, I feel like I said you manifested something. Did I not say, did I not say that? Maybe I'm confused. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. But seeing that, I do feel like whatever this progress is and whatever this opportunity is, this new thing, this Ace of Pentacles thing that you're moving towards, you manifested that. Like because of all this work that you did on yourself and your life and your finances and whatever it is, like because of all this work that you did on yourself, you manifested this. So enjoy it. Allow yourself to have it. Release yourself from these like crappy mindsets and you know, these fears. I think like it doesn't seem like you're unaware in this reading. So I do feel like I'm pretty much telling you something you already know. Okay, so let's see about a soul truth. What's a soul truth card that's important for pile 2 to see? Okay, I really feel that one. What's a soul truth card that's really important for pile 2 to see? Whoa. Okay, you got more than one, and that is fine. We're going with the flow of it. Wow, you got a lot. Okay, so there's a lot that's important to see. Who can I serve today was the one that I pulled out because I don't know. I felt it fly out a little bit, and I don't know. In a world lacking soul-to-soul connection, good God. Yeah. Small and simple acts are what create the biggest and most lasting impact. We shift our own pain and experience and hold on. Slow down. In a world lacking soul-to-soul connection, small and simple acts are what create the biggest and most lasting impact. We shift our own pain and experience an avalanche of love when we lose ourselves in the service to others. Who needs you today? Listen to your heart. Who needs you? Make one soulful connection today and give solely to spread more love, expecting nothing in return. Notice the joy that you feel when you serve others. I honestly would say that this just, to me, like this has to do more with like community than serving others, which is a service, I guess. But maybe part of this creative endeavor or passion or one of these things that you're tackling has to do with a service to others. But I'm also like, obviously this has a cross on it. So maybe some of you are Christian, Protestant, non-denominational, whatever, spiritual people. And that's part of your spiritual beliefs, and that's why that's coming up. I also feel like this card is making me feel like connect to others' hearts in order to help you connect to your own, because we saw a lot about connection in your cards, and I was picking up on a little bit of romantic spark energy, but you know, like I said, that doesn't have to be it for everybody, and it also doesn't have to be the only thing. I don't think it is. This soul truth. What are the dominant emotions that run my life? Ooh, burn with desire in all capital letters. There is power in your desires. Let them be your fuel today. Your desires are your soul's wings, and it's time to take flight. Shit or get off the pot. And it's saying get off the pot. I'm like, no wonder you had 2 Queen of Wands in your cards. Like, no wonder you had 2 towers. No wonder you had the Empress. Come on. Like, you have these desires for a reason. What can you do with them? What can you do with them? And I'm not telling you, like, if you have the desire to do something insane, to go be crazy, but if you have the desire to, I don't know, like, I saw 3 of Cups. If you have the desire to, like, go out and make more friends, or, like, please do that. Stop staying inside completely. I understand. I get it. I really feel like I have developed some seriously angsty feelings about social situations over the last couple of years. And, like, if that's you, I get it. I understand. But it also feels really good to just, like, kind of find a safe person to go out with, or something like that, or a safe place to go out to and socialize, and you don't have to put so much pressure on it. And I feel like I just heard this from a reading that I watched with Aso Tarot, whom I love. I don't even know if it was a recent reading, because, to be so honest, I have several YouTube channels, like, not that I post on, but that I watch videos from. And I sometimes do that because I'm like, oh, if I see that I already watched this video, I'm gonna be like, oh, I think I picked that pile before. But if I don't see a red line through it, and I don't know for sure if I watched the video before, then I can just intuitively, like, kind of put stuff aside and just pick what I'm drawn to right now. And if I get deja vu, then I probably picked the reading before. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Sorry, tangents are where I'm at. Aso was talking about something. She was talking about desires, and oh my god, I think I lost it. Maybe it's just a promotional thing for Aso Tarot to go watch her readings. But I think what it was that she was talking about. Oh, I found it. Thank you so much. She was talking about community, and that it doesn't have to be perfect. Like, okay, for me, I know that I want everyone to just, like, I just want to have these soul deep connections. I only want to have these, I don't know, like, I only want depth. And I know that that's not common. Yeah, like, that's not commonplace. That's not something, unfortunately, that most people have, I don't feel. But there are people who have it. And if you have it, other people have it. But also, if you want it, that desire is there for a reason. So it's there for you here in reality. Okay. Name all the things you love. Are you one of them? I give myself all the love and attention I need. Okay, yeah. I think some of these mental blocks that you have are around self-worth and self-love. And I mean, I guess join the club, because all of us, most of us who are human, living, breathing, reasonable creatures with probably some sort of trauma, have these blockages. But if you're not on the list towards at least the top of the list, like, of all the things and people and places that you love, please do your best to adjust your ratings and change that, because you should be a number one priority. And I think, honestly, part of the reason this is coming up, I think if the relationship thing does resonate with some people, you may be feeling like, I don't want to lose my autonomy and freedom, and I don't want to, like, not pay attention to working on myself and doing these. I'm not telling you to do that. No, you shouldn't do that in any relationship, in any friendship, in any connection. Interdependence is important everywhere, and you can be deeply connected soul to soul with someone without it being unhealthy for you. Am I ready to let go of this buried shame? Okay, I'm gonna put that there just because, like, I'm feeling like, again, this 8 of Swords is coming up a lot. Maybe this buried shame has to do with things around self-love. Maybe it has to do with failed relationships, failed friendships, failed projects, failed career paths, whatever it may be. But like whatever it is, you do have the capability to release it. And shame is really difficult to release. If you're not in therapy, if you're scared to go to therapy, if therapy has not worked for you, I understand. I really do. Like literally one of my hobbies is helping people find a therapist. I'm not even kidding. Like, so if you have somebody to help you find a therapist, it maybe will make it a little less daunting. Yeah, I think that's all I need to say there. The feeling of shame is the lowest energy frequency there is. When you live in shame, you live in darkness. What part of you is ready to stand in the light? Is there any shame from a past experience that is ready to be healed? Are you ready to forgive yourself? Like that's what I'm hearing just through that paragraph. I'm getting a lot of feeling in my gut. So like this feels like a confidence issue. This feels like maybe a little bit of a self-trust issue. Yeah, this is like a lot of grief as well. Like maybe you're having a lot of grief over whatever this failed energy is, whatever. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I just needed to clear that for myself because that was very heavy. There's a lot of shame here. It feels like, and I'm very sorry because I understand what that feels like. And I can tell you again, and I'm sorry if you're not a therapy person, I'm just saying it because it's what has helped me so much, release so much of that. I have held lots of shame. I held lots of shame for a very long time. And I think that this is probably after like 2 years and some change, I think, of therapy. It's 2, right? I think, yeah. It's the first time that I don't feel like I'm carrying a lot of change. That is not what I meant. I'm so sorry. That it's the first time that I don't feel like I'm carrying a lot of shame. And maybe part of the fear or part of the shame is the change. Like maybe that's why I slipped up there and I said that. Like maybe part of your shame is that you don't want to let go of it because it means change. And I also understand that because that is really, it's change is hard. Like it's difficult. It's never pretty. But it produces pretty results sometimes, most of the time. When doesn't it? When doesn't it produce pretty results? Do people really change into bad people or do they stay bad people? You know what I mean? And by bad person, I guess I mean, do people, I don't know. Let me not get too philosophical over here. Heal the shame by giving it a name. Bring it to the light and let it be seen, heard, and healed. It's revival season. Replace the shame with your soul's truth. I really want to be lispy there. I don't know why. It's revival season. Replace the shame with your soul's truth. Fill in the blank. My soul's truth is, okay, so this is actually, I don't know if this is useful. And I feel like I'm probably triggering people. So if you don't want to hear about therapy talk, like skip ahead a minute or two. I have done EMDR therapy. EMDR therapy has worked absolute wonders, especially with reducing or taking away or helping work through, I should say, the amount of like shameful stories or shame spirals that I used to get myself into. And I just feel like, if you've gone through trauma, a lot of times there's a lot of shame attached to it. And, there's a lot of things that can be considered trauma. So please keep that in mind. It doesn't have to be, a very typical example would be, oh, I have PTSD because I was in, the Vietnam War. I was not. I'm just saying like that's like just a regular schmegular example. But you know, you could have had a traumatic childhood. Traumatic childhoods do not have to consist of certain things. You don't have to check certain boxes in order to have experienced trauma, is what I'm trying to say. So you don't have to qualify for something like that. You know what I mean? Like, so please get yourself a therapist. Therapists are good for everyone, everything, all issues. Like, you know, therapists have levels of, I see clients with like these deep, dark issues, and I see clients with these issues that I see, you know, pretty regularly. And regardless of which category you fall into, it doesn't matter. Like, you go find someone who you feel comfortable talking to that is like a licensed practitioner, you know, somebody you feel that could help you work through whatever it is that you feel like you need to work through. Sorry, I need to sip of my drink, sip of my coffee. I just want to get you a self-care card. And then we'll do one more pull. So, what is a self-care card? That felt like that wanted to fall out. Okay. I don't feel like we're going to get away from this therapy thing. But if that is literal and that has to do with your physical health, please go to the doctor. Give me one more, self-care card for pile 2. Also, stop skipping meals if you're doing that. I don't care if it has to do with work or whatever, or not having, stop skipping meals. Stop it. One more or 2. I'm seeing make a vision board, but I'm also just kind of hearing allow yourself to dream. I don't even want to see what that other card is yet. Allow yourself to dream. Like, I feel like that may be also part of the reason why you were getting lots of Wands cards. Like, the Wands and the Pentacles felt like they were kind of conflicting. And that happens. I'm a Capricorn sun and a Sagittarius rising, and that makes astrological and logical sense to me. Yeah, so if making a literal vision board will help you, do that. It might be a fun activity. But I would just do anything that allows you to allow yourself to dream. Oof, deep breathing. I feel called to say, I'm going to read from the book. I'm just going to do it for number 19. These I feel like are very straightforward. But I feel called to read from the book for this one. And I also just want to say, I feel like it might mention typical meditation. I feel like this could have to do more with centering and grounding yourself during these 8 of Swords, 7 of Wands moments of getting in these yucky spirals, these negative spirals, like you're breaking your own heart. There's a Kelly Clarkson song called breaking your own heart. Yeah, breaking your own heart. Are you isolating yourself? Do you isolate yourself as well? Because now, like, those lyrics are coming into my head, and I can't quite remember the tune, which is the only reason I'm not singing it. But she's like, breaking your own heart down a lonely road, giving it too far. Like, you don't want to let love go. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, anyway, sorry. I will attach the song since I am having large issues remembering the lyrics. But the vibes are sad, and they're 4 of Pentacles. So when I stop to take a deep breath, I clear my mind and lead with love. Leading with love has also been a repeating theme here. So please just take note of that, because I don't think that just has to do with other people. I very, very, very much think that love needs to be extended to yourself. Please. Tap into your breath and watch how quickly your mood and circumstances can shift to a more positive state. one intentional breath at a time. Sometimes taking a few deep breaths can be the most potent medicine and allow you to come into the present moment with a fresh perspective. Long, deep breaths that go all the way down your chest and fill your belly will nourish your nervous system. Okay, hold on, because I'm thinking of something. I know that I said at some point during this reading, I think, that meditation does not have to be this, like and like putting your fingers, whatever. However, I saw this YouTube video very recently, and it was talking about the different type of breaths that you can take, and that this does something specific for your brain, this does something specific for your brain, and this does something specific for your brain. So I would encourage you to kind of experiment with that if you're called to, and just see what ends up happening. Like, where do I feel that breath? And then take a deep breath with those fingers touching. Where do I feel that breath? And just doing something like that. That could also be a meditative practice for you if you want to do it like that. Long, deep breaths that go a long way down your chest and fill your belly will nourish the nervous system. Practice deep breathing at every opportunity. It's especially useful before or after any stressful situations that have put your nervous system into a tailspin. To go more in depth with your breathing practice, try a breathwork class or exercises. Taking the time to tune into your breathing and practice specific breathing patterns, such as rapid exhalations called breath of fire, a cleansing breathing technique rooted in Kundalini yoga, can have amazing effects on your physical and metaphysical body. If you stopped to take a deep breath before responding to challenging situations, what do you think the impact on your life would be? And that is not a question for me to answer. That is a question for you to answer. And I honestly can't remember if I did this already, so I'm just going to pull one card. I think I did, but I'm going to pull one card from this deck and say, hey, what's one thing that pile 2 has to look forward to? And pile 2, if I already did this for you, it's an extra blessing, okay? And take that as a sign that there is an abundance of beautiful things coming towards you. I love the way that, oh my God, popped out. Ace of Wands, a beautiful spark, a beautiful new beginning, and a beautiful new emotional beginning. Eight of Wands, yes. Queen of Cups, oh my God, how beautiful. Oh my God, 8 of Cups. It does involve walking away from something. It involves grief, and I'm sorry about that. It involves something that wasn't successful ending. But get out of your head, because look at that beauty. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. I'm looking forward to this beautiful stuff coming towards you. This beautiful relationship or career or all of the above. It seems like it's a lot of things. So I'm happy for you, pile 2. I really wanted to call you pile 1. I'm happy for you. Please like and subscribe or follow me on Instagram if you feel called to. If you enjoyed this, please reach out to me and let me know if you'd like a personal reading. Bookings are pretty much always open. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, pile 3, my little heart butterfly-esque clip. All right, we're just doing what we're called to do today, which is go with the flow and just give you whatever reading comes, whatever happens naturally. So Spirit, for pile 3, what do you want to talk to them about? What reading do you want to give them? Whoa. Sorry. Oh, interesting. Okay. I'm going to do something else a little bit different. I'm using this deck as well. So what is something that I need to give pile 3 a reading about? Okay. This is funny. I really feel like, I said this in one of the other ones, I really feel like Y'all are funny. Anyway, what I'm seeing right now is that you're connected to pile one. I'm not telling you to watch it if you weren't called to, but I feel like you're connected to pile one. I feel like right now your life is a lot about balance and making decisions. I feel like there's some sort of passionate spark, some passionate new creative beginning that you're either taking steps towards or want to take steps towards. And you're kind of trying to balance being grounded and thoughtful with, you know, these like excited emotions. And I also feel like I don't know, I feel like you're holding yourself back from something you feel good about. And also something that like something that was meant to come in for you. Stop it right now. I love how that just peeked out. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, I also am feeling kind of like something, well, let's see. Before I speak out of turn, can you give me more about oh, I didn't even realize. Okay. God, are all of you getting into relationships? What the heck is happening right now? I was getting like lovey-dove energy for one of the other ones. And the Four of Pentacles also definitely came up in one of the other piles. So if you're drawn to multiple piles, it's totally fine to watch multiple of them. If you watch all of the piles, good goddamn, your energy is going to seep into everything. But it looks like there is a new creative opportunity that gives you lots of emotional benefits. I don't know, like oh, okay. But Jesus. Yeah. You're trying to stay as balanced as possible. You're doing your best you're holding stuff back a little bit because you don't want to give totally into these feelings that you're feeling right now. And this feels more like about a relationship than it does about like financial things. I was getting like other messages in the other piles, but this one truly does just feel romance based. It feels like there is a person that you are interested in. It feels like you are holding back your interest from them, but you are still trying to like make time to like enjoy them, whatever that means for you. I feel like you also feel like you have a lot of things on your plate right now to tackle, and you're trying to bring balance to a lot of different things right now. I got some advice for pile two, please. I got some advice for pile two, please. Spirit. Okay, release first. Oh, whoa, okay. There is another one under there. I can't look at it right now. I need to focus on one at a time, first of all. Five of Cups reversed. Please walk away from the things that no longer serve you and allow yourself, like allow those things to also leave you. There is something that you are holding on to, whether it is a person, an ideology, fears, past hurt, like that also can do, Four of Pentacles can do with guardedness. There's something that you are holding on to that you need to release. Eight of Swords reverse. It looks like you are working on releasing it. But there's a lot of internal conflict about it. And now we've got this Lovers upright. There is a choice. There is an aligned choice, and there is a not aligned choice, it feels like. And it also feels like you know exactly which one is which. Yeah, you know exactly which one is which. You're moving slowly. And whatever this good energy is, feels like home. But it feels also like, let me see. I'm going to get a confirmation on that before I actually say that. Okay, well, that's not it. It just landed on my leg. Okay. Before I say it, I need to make sure whether or not that came out upright or it came out reversed. It kind of looked reversed, so I'm going to hold that right like that. And can you show them what yes is? Thank you so much. Can you show them what no is? Thank you so much. Should the Two of Cups be reversed? The Two of Cups should be reversed. So basically what I was asking was, does this pile feel like nostalgic for the past? Or like whatever this other choice is that isn't good for them. That's giving me a no. You know that it's not aligned. Where's my deck? You know that it's not aligned. But maybe the Hierophant has to do with tradition. Sometimes it has to do with marriage, religion. Like maybe this fell into something like structured. Like maybe this felt structured, and that's why you're having a hard time letting go of it. Like this has been a slow process of grief. This has been a slow process of grief. Whoa. Okay. That fell out again, so. The Lover's coming out twice. Oh my God. Okay. Oh my God. I have to check on this one. I do feel like that's supposed to be upright, but we're going to check on all of them. We're going to check on all of them for shits and giggles. Should the Hierophant be upright right now? Thank you. Should the Lover's card be upright right now? Thank you. Should the 10 of Wands be upright right now, Spirit? Thank you. So all of these cards. Okay. What a lovely little nuanced answer. I essentially asked if pile 3, my little clippies, beep, are ready to let go of whatever this other option is. And that feels like to me a very nuanced answer of you're having trouble releasing from these like traditional viewpoints. You want to make a new choice. It feels like a burden to do so. It feels like you're still in the process of trying to make this new choice with the Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck, but there's still like a lot of internal conflict going on. And it also feels like you're not super confident in making this decision. However, your advice is to walk away from what is not good for you. Make the right choice for yourself. Make the most aligned choices for yourself. I think with that Two of Cups reversed, I really feel like you probably will. I know that looks up right to you, but I'm facing these towards myself. It's an extra piece of advice for pile 3. Spirit, please. What's an extra piece of advice for pile 3, Spirit, please? Okay. Okay, before I even flip those over, the Five of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck, the Six of Wands is at the top of the deck, both of them are reversed. To me, that's immediately saying, please stop holding on to your failures. You are coming out of a period of holding on to whatever you look at as failures, as these, like, maybe those are the shames, those are the burdens that you are holding on to, because it does seem like you are holding on to a lot of burdens. And Five of Pentacles reversed makes me feel like you are coming out of these, like you're coming out of holding on to these. But I just want to like reiterate and just tell you, like, I know that it's not easy. I know that this stuff is hard, but you are doing, I think you're doing a good job. I mean, you have like a lot of major arcana coming out, and okay, let's see. Oh, okay. So yeah, I mean, this is essentially a pretty version of the Tower card. You've had a lot of significant change. You've, and if you haven't had a lot of that significant change yet, that is what is on the pike. Whatever this attachment is to something that's not the best for you, you're in the process of letting it go and moving to a different environment. So like, because of the Three of Pentacles, I mean, nothing else was giving me work vibes. Maybe this is work vibes for some of you, and I just got a really weird feeling on my shoulder, so maybe that's confirmation. I don't know. But yeah, so like maybe this has to do with work for you, but I feel like if it's work, it's probably more of some sort of entrepreneurial thing, a creative project. Like it's something more like that rather than, you know, a 9 to 5. If it is relational, I feel like what this is saying is you're leaving behind this person, regardless of how that is going on, and you're moving towards, I'm getting more of like a weird tingly cool breeze feeling on my arms right now, which I do take as confirmation, which is why I'm telling you. But yeah, I'm taking this as like you two will be a team. Maybe you will work on creative projects together. Maybe you work together on some sort of entrepreneurial thing. I feel like whatever this is, it is very layered. So I will end it there, but I just want you guys to know, like, essentially, this is how I give readings in person. So if you would like to book or virtually, so if you'd like to book a reading with me, my readings are open and available. If you liked this reading and it resonated with you, please give me a like. I'm trying to grow my channel and my following and get really detailed readings or short readings, whatever, fun readings, whatever it is, to whoever wants it, whoever needs it, and make it as accessible as possible. So ask me about my rates. But yeah, pile 3, good luck. And whatever this is, it looks like it's something really nice for your heart. So I'm happy for you. All right, pile 4. I actually would love to read this. I mean, like, that was just, nobody else has anything on here, but depression is more than being sad. Anxiety is more than worrying. OCD is more than being tidy. PTSD is more than flashbacks. Bipolar is more than mood swings. EDs aren't about appearance. Addiction is not choice. So I don't know if any of that specifically resonates with you, but in case it does, I wanted to read that. So let's see what kind of reading we're doing for you today. What kind of reading does pile 4 need? What does pile 4 need to know? And if the shuffling takes too long, fast forward through it. No, I don't take any offense to that. Some people like watching, some people don't. I don't mind. Spirit, what kind of reading do you want to give pile 4? What kind of reading? Okay, it feels like you're in a period of stillness, and maybe this period of stillness is coming with a lot of I say that? I think at this time you probably need a lot of self-care. It feels like the mental health sticker maybe resonated with a lot of you who picked this pile. It feels like a lot of you are trying to fix the way that you think about yourself, about rest, fixing the way you think about what you perceive as your baggage, and releasing yourself from not seeing who you actually are, the truth of who you are. I feel like you're really wanting to make a lot of positive changes right now in regards to these things. So let's pull some more cards for you. One pile, please. Okay, that's crazy. One pile for a situation, please. Okay. Wow. Okay. Can you please show them what yes is? Can you please show them what no is? Thank you so much. Should the Five of Swords be reversed? No. Should the Ace of Swords be reversed? Holy moly. Okay, no. Should both of these cards be reversed? I mean, should both of these cards be upright? Spirit. Should the Five of Swords and the Ace of Swords be upright? Are you sure? Okay. So Ace of Swords and Five of Swords should be upright. I didn't really love the way they fell out, and that's why I used that, and I felt like maybe. So immediately I'm getting like, this is a new way of thinking. Like, all of a sudden, all of these like conflicts, inner and outer, that you have been facing, there's something like pushing through in order to make this very clear for you. I don't know why I picked that deck up, because that's not what I meant to do. But I saw Page of Wands at the bottom. If that also has to do with like new starts, new beginnings. And then this has to do with an emotional new beginning. So I feel like a lot of this is connected to some sort of like mental health stuff, some mindset things. And to have two aces in a reading is significant for sure. But yeah, it feels like you're working through letting go of a lot of beliefs that you have around yourself that you probably logically know are not true, or would like to not think. Yeah, this is you're fixing the old way. You're trying to take a new leap, but you're sitting with your grief. It feels like right now you're sitting with, okay, these are the things that I have to walk away from, and you're giving yourself time. And hopefully you're giving yourself grace as well, because this is not something that happens overnight. This is not something that's easy. A complete mindset shift, especially something that has anything to do with your like emotions and mental health and stuff like that, that is burdensome. And I want to just fully acknowledge that it is burdensome. I don't want to dismiss your feelings or make you feel invalidated. But I also would like to know what's something really good that's coming towards pile 4. What's something that pile 4 will be excited to hear that's coming towards them? I have a breeze on my right shoulder. Can I just get one more card for them? What is something really exciting that is coming towards them? What's something awesome coming towards them? What's something that will make their heart happy that's coming towards them? Just one more card, Spirit, please. Thank you. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, well, guess we're getting more than I bargained for. And look at that, with 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. We can pay attention to these 2 cards, 3 cards. Please don't be 4. Okay, in a second. But 10 of Cups being at the bottom of the deck, 2 of Cups being right here. This is like things aligning emotionally. At its core, it's things aligning emotionally, finding aligned relationships, being happy in your life. You know, I love that there's I love that there's Cups energy as well, because this is all swords. This is all mental energy, like probably like some anxiety, some depression, like, you know, but regardless, whatever. It's a lot of mental energy. And I love that right now it's just Cups, because that's a lot of good emotions and stuff like that. Ah! Like I said, I don't know who I said it to. I don't know if I said it in the beginning of the reading or what, but people have told me, you got to get a mic. And I don't know if I should, because I don't think I could scream with a mic and not hurt people's ears. This Sun, the most emotionally fulfilling card at the bottom of the deck. King of Pentacles upright at the split, which means like all of this stuff has been a long time coming. And I understand that maybe that's why, like, when this 4 of Swords came out, I don't know, I felt like a bit of tension and stuff. And obviously our 5 of Swords kind of points to that as well. So yeah, maybe that's why. It's just been like a long time coming. But let's look at your other cards. Again, more Cups energy. I think that should be upright, but we're going to check because, you know, I picked it up. And should that be upright, Spirit? Thank you so much. Should it be reversed? Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, this A feels like knowing what to say no to, being more discerning, saying no more often to the things that you actually don't want to be doing, to the people you don't want to be talking to the people you don't want to be hanging around, to the environments you don't want to be in, to the environments you don't want to be around. Like, this is just having more boundaries and being more discerning, because now or soon, this like emotional, fulfilled, peaceful energy that you're going to be having is going to be so unbelievably important for you to be protecting, that, you know, those things that you are saying no to, those are just as important as the things that you will be saying yes to. So speaking of things you'll be saying yes to, you'll be saying yes to passion. You'll be saying yes to spark in the, I mean, like I basically asked, what's something exciting coming towards Knight of Wands, coming towards pile 4, and Knight of Wands is literally like the card of excitement. And maybe some of that is attached to like these new emotional opportunities, but all of it is definitely attached to everything that you are saying no to and walking away from. And I feel like the 8 of Cups has already showed up in this spread, but I could be wrong. Ace of Pentacles at the split, another ace. So what is that? 3 aces that have showed up in this reading. And yes, we already looked at that. So let's see. Let's get you a self-care card. What is a self-care card that is important for pile 4 to see? Meditate. Well, we kind of already got on that. So let's see one more. You don't have to literally meditate. There are meditative actions and things that you can do that are active meditation rather than, okay, who's avoiding the doctor? Rather than you know, sitting and doing like she is, cross-legged, saying Om and whatever. You could use a coloring book to meditate. Do you guys like to sing? Because that came out. Even if you don't feel like you are a good singer, singing does a lot for your energy. It is really good to listen to the sound of your own voice. I sound like I'm, you know, making a joke or whatever, but it really is, your own voice can be very healing to your body. And then journaling. I mean, you can use that as a meditative practice as well. Journal to get out the crappy thoughts, and then after that happens, journal to get out what you actually want to be thinking, feeling, doing, whatever. And let's pull from one more deck. What is an important card or cards from the Soul Truth deck for pile 4 to see? So what is an important card or cards from the Soul Truth deck for pile 4 to see? Are you apologizing for your truth? Are you... Yeah, okay, so I feel like this is kind of doing a callback to the Four of Swords a little bit. Swords. Four of Cups. Because maybe you want to say no to things and you're having a hard time like speaking your truth and feeling confident in what you want to say no to and what you want to walk away from and what your standards are. I mean, it's not always easy for everybody to embody a Queen of Swords energy. Very blunt and straightforward and like exceedingly confident and just almost no filter. I don't get the feeling that that is the type of person that you are. I don't get the feeling that your vibe is, oh, maybe you want to have more of a no filter. And people around you are making you feel like you need to apologize for your truth, because that's kind of what I'm getting on that. What part of you is apologizing for your truth and why? Today, be proud of your truth. Catch yourself when you want to apologize or withhold parts. Also, I'm getting stop apologizing for existing. Stop apologizing for existing. I don't know. This has come up before where I'm like, oh, do you apologize a lot? So I feel like maybe you apologize a lot for a lot of different things that you really don't actually have to. Apologize for the things that matter. You don't have to apologize for living, breathing, being you, you know? Okay. Catch yourself when you want to apologize or withhold parts of your truth. You never know whose life you will change when you are brave enough to speak it. Be the lighthouse that shines on the courage that lives in all of us. This will give others permission to speak their own truth. There is room for all of us. Courage is contagious. That's beautiful. When was the last time I danced freely? Again, I feel like this is about just authenticity. I feel like this is about, you know, stepping into a more Queen of Swords era. Stepping into a Queen of Swords maybe mixed with like a Queen of Wands or Empress era energy. And that's not, you know, those cards are not gendered. It's more just a fiery, confident, decisive, discerning, like nurturing energy where you know, those vibes, they go towards yourself and people see that, and like that's why they want to be around you, because you're magnetizing. And you know, let yourself be you, let yourself be free, let yourself be authentic. I cannot remember the song at the moment. It may literally just be Hair, but called Hair, from the musical Hair. I just saw a red bird fly by my window, by the way. It kind of looked like a cardinal. I can't really tell because it flew by quickly, but I don't know if that's significant for anybody, so I wanted to tell you. But yeah, what was I saying? I don't know. When was the last time that you danced freely? When was the last time that you let loose? When was the last time that you had fun? When was the last time that you let excitement enter your life? When was the last time that you felt, oh my God, I am exactly myself in this moment. I feel like so good. I feel so me. Holy smokes. Dance, because it will Didn't sing come up for you? Oh my God, are you artsy? Are you my people? Are you my theater people? Even if you're not, like, that shit is fun, guys. Like, do that. Like, let go and go to karaoke, go to a club, go dancing, go have a dance party in your living room or your bedroom or something. Like, that is so funny. Dance and sing. And there is a dance card in this deck as well, and it didn't come out. Now I'm curious. It's not at the bottom. It's not at the top. Whoop. And it's not at the split. Okay. I just need to make sure for my own whatever. Dance, because it will shift you. Okay. I'm so sorry I keep on getting like auditory messages right now. That song. What is that song called? It's called, well, song. It's called Sunscreen. It's by Baz Luhrmann. It was very popular in the 90s. And he says like wear sunscreen, but like in the song he says dance. And he's like just talking about how you should live your life basically. I will attach the song if I can find it. All right, so dance because it will shift you into a beautiful state, because it will get you out of your head and into your body and heart, because fears live in the head alongside anxiety, control, guilt, frustration, impatience, and I'm gonna add in shame even though it doesn't say it here. In just a few minutes of dancing, you will make the shift. You will feel a charge of joy and confidence take over, and you will feel a soul reminder to live and lead from your heart. Literally go get a second, like set a timer, dance for 3 minutes, please. Please, please, please do that today, tomorrow, this week, whatever. Dancing is a tool to ground us in the now. It triggers happiness, and it is a gateway to freedom, to become free. Dance, to become free. Dance, to meditate, to dance. Dancing and singing, like that might be a meditative practice for you, something that, you know, instead of, you know, sitting, if that doesn't work for you, like sitting still, I would imagine if you do have if you do struggle with certain mental health conditions, especially like anxiety, it might be very difficult for you to try and get into a meditative state. So maybe dance to meditate, to get to ground, sing to ground, to meditate, whatever. Dance for 3, shut up. Dance for 3 minutes. I swear to God, I didn't see that. Dance for 3 minutes to your favorite song. Notice the inward fire grow within and the feeling you feel being you. You are wild, you are a wild, loving force. Express it with dance today. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, before, I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you enjoyed your reading, please give me a follow, a like, something. I have an Instagram page. If you want a personal reading, please reach out. This is essentially my style, what I like to do. I just kind of like to go with the flow, especially if somebody comes to me and says, I'm not really sure what I want a reading about, but I want a reading. So if you would like a reading, please reach out to me. And I hope you have a wonderful day, night, whatever, whenever you're listening. And thank you for spending some time with me in our little secret oasis, our little peaceful oasis. I hope you got something out of this reading. If anybody else is listening to this outro, I hope whoever watched this got something out of this reading. And I just thank you for watching, and thank you for giving me your time and energy. And I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, week, month, year. Bye.